If your business collapses the second that you step back, it's not strong, it's fragile. Most founders think that hustle protects their company, but the truth is, if every decision ladders back to you, you don't own a business, you own a bottleneck, and that bottleneck is you. And I've seen this over and over and over. Founders are stuck in every meeting, answering every Slack, and deciding every single little detail. That was me. And they feel indispensable and actually becomes part of your identity. But being indispensable is the problem because if everything requires you, nothing scales without you. Hustle makes you feel safe, but in reality, it makes your business fragile, and we need to get out of that. The reason that you're stuck is because your company is running without an operating system. There's no scorecard, there's no clear decision rights, no rhythm for alignment. And without these, everything flows up to you. You have to handle it all, and that's why you're drowning in work. The solution is what I call the owner OS. It's three but powerful systems that let your company run without you. Number one is the scorecard. It's a simple dashboard so that your team knows what good looks like. No more endless updates. The numbers speak for themselves. The second thing is decision rights, clarity on who owns what. When everyone knows their lane, 95% of decisions never hit your desk. Number three, meeting cadence. You're going to establish a rhythm of short, useful meetings that solve problems without dragging you into every conversation. Imagine that. So, together, these three cut your hours without cutting your profits. And I've seen founders drop from 70 to 80-hour weeks to 30 hours in under 3 months, less than 30 hours in 3 months, and profit actually goes up. This was my life. My friend Stacy, he cut his hours under 30 hours a month, took his first 2 week offline trip, and his business grew while he was gone. My buddy Armando, he went from answering Slack at bedtime to 25 to 28 hours a week. That's his sweet spot. And his team ran their biggest promo without him, and he didn't have to touch a thing. And my buddy Greg, he eliminated about $60,000 a month in waste, passed a 3 week absent test. He went to Australia, to the United Kingdom, and his daughter said, he's always here now. So this is what happens when you install an owner operating system. And here's the bigger shift. When you have an owner operating system, you stop being the operator and you start being the owner. That's who you are. You're the owner. So stop measuring your worth by hours that you've worked. You start measuring it by the freedom gained, the presence delivered, and the systems that compound without you. That's the identity rebrand from hustler to father, from operator to leader. And at the end, your family, they're not going to brag about how many hours you worked. They won't remember your hustle. And one thing I like to say is nobody ever says at their deathbed, I'm so glad I passed up on that game for my son or my daughter's graduation to take that client call. Nobody ever says that. So have a conscious thought right now that you are not going to miss the moments that matter. And that's why you're here. That's why you're watching this. They are going to remember you if you were there. And I'm talking about your family. They're going to remember if you were there at dinner, at bedtime, at the game, at the graduation, at all the important events in their life. And that's the legacy of the owner operating system. It's a business that runs without you so that you can be fully present where it matters most. And that's why I wrote this book. It's called The Buy Back Time Formula. It's to help you escape the bottleneck and install your owner operating system. Because once you have a scorecard, once you have decision rights and a leadership cadence in place, your company grows without you, and you finally buy back the life that you thought you were building in the first place, the life that you thought you lost. So start here, grab your copy at buybacktimeformula.com/YT book. It will arrive to you in the next few days, but you're going to get an instant download. Get started today. Print out chapter one. When your book arrives, you're going to put it next to your computer. This book is no slouch. It'll take a beating. It'll be your guide. It'll be your battle plan for years to come to get you unlocked out of the position that you're in right now. And let me tell you, when you get a small taste of success implementing something, when you properly delegate or you properly automate or you get something off your plate by eliminating it, you will be hooked. You're going to want to do this for every aspect of your life. I guarantee it, just like I have. I've been where you are. I've been where everything falls on me. I had a $20 million a year business that I actually hated. I was about to close it down until a friend lovingly talked me off the ledge, and I was able to take everything that I hated doing and unload it, and I kept doing the things that I love doing, and I made it more efficient. And 2.5 to 3 years later, it more than doubled, and I had more free time than ever. I was traveling. I was teaching my son how to buy real estate. We were doing passive business deals. I've set up a land flipping company that does 7 figures a year, all because of the systems that I've implemented. And then when I'm engaged in my own company, I'm focused on vision, I'm focused on growth, not on the little nitty gritty things. That's off my plate. And I want to teach you how to do the same thing. For what? So you can do what matters to you in your life. If that's spending time with your family, well, that's what we're going to do. So go ahead, get the book. That's step one. And I'll see you on the inside.